Everything we thought we knew about human history was wrong. Across deserts, caves, and ancient burial grounds, archaeologists have unearthed skeletons that simply shouldn't exist. They're too old, too large, too advanced, or too strange. These aren't hoaxes or myths. These are real discoveries, buried in the ground, studied by scientists, and still unexplained. So ask yourself, what really came before us? Here are 10 ancient skeletons that shouldn't exist, but were found. In 1890, Professor Georges Vacher de la Puig discovered something that shocked the scientific community: a humerus, femur, and tibia of a human skeleton, estimated to belong to someone over 11 feet tall. The bones were found in a Bronze Age burial mound near Castelnau-le-Lay in France. Anatomically, the bones were undeniably human, but they were so large they didn't fit any known population. The discovery was confirmed by Montpellier University at the time, yet strangely, the bones seemed to have vanished, and modern science has all but ignored them. Were they from a person with an extreme case of gigantism or remnants of a now lost group of giants? The unanswered questions leave a trail of mystery stretching over a century. In the early 20th century, miners working in Lovelock Cave uncovered a cache of skeletal remains buried under layers of bat guano. Among them were red-haired skeletons, ranging between 6.5 to over 8 feet tall. These findings aligned with local Paiute legends of Site Ka, a race of cannibalistic red-haired giants their ancestors claimed to have wiped out. While skeptics argue these were just unusually tall individuals or mismeasured, early photographs and eyewitness accounts suggest otherwise. Some of the skulls were reported to have double rows of teeth, a rare anomaly. Most of the remains were quickly removed or lost. Was it coincidence, or were ancient oral traditions actually preserving distant memories of real giants? Discovered in 2003 in the arid Atacama Desert of Chile, the 6-inch-long humanoid skeleton nicknamed Ata instantly sparked global controversy. With an elongated skull, hardened bones, and only 10 ribs instead of the usual 12, some believed it to be an alien being. Initial tests baffled researchers. Its bone density resembled that of a child several years old, not a newborn or fetus. Eventually, genetic testing revealed it was human, likely female, with rare mutations linked to dwarfism and bone disorders. But many questions still linger. Why was Ata buried in such a ceremonial way? How did she survive to gestation with so many anomalies? Some mysteries remain locked within her tiny frame. Throughout the 1800s, reports flooded in from across Ohio and the Mississippi Valley of giant human skeletons being unearthed from ancient burial mounds. Many skeletons measured between 8 and 9 feet tall, often buried with advanced tools, copper ornaments, and even stone sarcophagi. Early newspaper clippings and historical records, including Smithsonian correspondence, documented these finds. Yet none of these skeletons are available today. Some claim they were lost, others whisper of quiet suppression. Could a lost race of tall, elite rulers have existed in pre-Columbian North America, or was it a case of misidentification? The erasure of these remains has only deepened the intrigue. In 1928, Peruvian archaeologist Julio Tello discovered more than 300 elongated skulls in a desert peninsula in Parachas. While cranial deformation was a common cultural practice, these skulls defied explanation. They were up to 25% larger in volume than average and 60% heavier, with unique sutures and strange foramen placements. In 2014, independent researchers claimed mitochondrial DNA results showed mutations not found in any known human lineage. Critics called for more rigorous peer review, but the skulls remain a puzzle. Were they the product of evolution in isolation, or something not entirely human? The mystery continues to attract global curiosity and debate. In 2013, researchers exploring the rainforest near Loja, Ecuador, discovered a partially fossilized human skeleton over 7 feet tall, with bones far thicker than normal. The skull was oversized, with an unusual cranial shape. Locals had long told of giants from the mountain, and further expeditions uncovered more large bones in the area. Some scientists suggest it could be evidence of isolated gigantism, but others propose the remains belong to a separate, now extinct lineage of humans. Why are there so many myths of giants across different cultures? And why do these finds always seem to vanish into obscurity after they're discovered? Hidden within a cave in Russia's remote Far East, the Devil's Gate skeleton was unearthed as part of a 7,700-year-old burial. While it initially appeared human, DNA analysis revealed a puzzling combination: East Asian genes mixed with an unknown ancestry. Scientists proposed it could be a hybrid of early humans and an unidentified hominin, possibly linked to Denisovans. What's more, the skeletal structure showed facial features and cranial ratios not typical for its time. Did this individual represent a separate migration, or even an ancient interbreeding devastating event we've never seen before. The mystery of this cave dweller challenges the linear model of human evolution. In 2010, a fragment of a finger bone found in Denisova Cave changed human history. DNA revealed a new species, Denisovans, who lived alongside humans and Neanderthals. Unlike the others, we have almost no complete Denisovan skeletons, just fragments, a finger, a jawbone, and molars. Yet from these, we've learned they were robust, likely tall, and mysteriously vanished. What makes them especially strange is that modern humans still carry Denisovan DNA, especially among Melanesians and Southeast Asians. How did such a large, genetically unique group leave behind so few bones and yet continue to live on in us? In 2012, construction workers in Argadava, ancient capital of the Dacians, unearthed giant human skeletons, one of which measured nearly 10 feet in length. Reports say that within hours, government officials arrived, sealed the site, and removed all artifacts. Eyewitnesses described skulls larger than helmets and leg bones, longer than their own bodies. Romanian legends have long spoken of Uraeus, or mountain giants, who once protected hidden treasures. Were these myths really folklore, or fading memories of something real? And why was the discovery hushed up so quickly? The silence has only fueled speculation that ancient truths are still being hidden. Discovered in the Rising Star Cave system in 2013, Homo naledi is perhaps the strangest human relative yet. The bones belong to a species with a small brain case, curved fingers, and primitive feet. Yet they were found in what appeared to be a deliberate burial chamber, deep in a nearly inaccessible part of the cave. That level of ritual behavior suggests intelligence and symbolic thought. But how could a species with a brain the size of an orange understand death in such a complex way? Were they more advanced than we think, or is our measure of intelligence simply flawed? Each of these skeletons challenges what we thought we knew about the human story. They whisper secrets from a past we barely understand, of giants, mysteries, and forgotten species. Were they ancient anomalies, lost civilizations, or evidence that our history is far more tangled than textbooks let on? One thing's certain, the ground still holds secrets, and we've only just begun to uncover them. If this video sparked your curiosity, hit that like button, subscribe for more ancient mysteries, and let us know in the comments which skeleton stunned you the most. History may be written by the victors, but the bones never lie.